What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Yavo, aka Django 3000 with DB Crappie Fishing and Outdoors. Hey man, it's another beautiful day in Zamunda, man, and guess what? It's a full moon tonight, so them boys will not be going fishing. That's right, I repeat, we will not be going fishing. And to clarify what I mean by that, from here on out, we are not fishing on a full moon. Are we in concurrence, them boys?
Yes, sir. No fishing on the full moon.
No fishing. Y'all heard it from the bridge. Matter of fact, look at the camera and tell them, bro.
No fishing on the full moon. Just don't make enough sense.
And tell them why we ain't doing it. No.
Well, on the full moon, it lights up the lake. And when the lake has a bunch of natural light, the fish scatter because the bait fish scatter.
So why would they come in?
It's just hard to pinpoint them. So, not saying you can't catch fish on the full moon, but it's not worth the time, honestly. So, find something else to do on the full moon. Be like us. You know what we did? We all got together and say, hey, let's go check out Georgia. So we got together, went to the UGA games, headed to the UGA game to have some fun. Check them out. They're playing Arkansas State. I think Arkansas Redwoods. And we're going to go up there and see what they're going to do, man. Until next time, YouTube.
But wait a minute before we go out.
Go ahead.
Now, I did say we're never gonna do it again, but when I say never, nighttime crappie fishing. We ain't never going out there on a full moon.
Right.
Now, to clarify that, we're coming up on the month of October. Don't tell nobody this, but them boys, we finna start trolling. The weather finna start. Hey, tell them what we saw the other day. We saw some geese.
Saw some geese.
We saw some geese migrating. That means fall is here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's here. You said they migrating, that means it's here.
It's here.
So, fall season mean temperature change, mean seasonal change. That mean the bait fish finna move in a migratory manner. Yep. So, it's time to crappie fish, man. Yep. So we gonna pull them trolling rods out, right?
That's right. What's gonna happen with those fish? Actually, all fish. They're gonna start a reverse pattern. Remember how we talked to you guys about how they do in the spring? They come from the back of the creek channels and start heading out to the main lake. Now they're gonna reverse it. They're gonna start leaving the main lake through the creek channels, heading back to the back of the creek to start their process all over again. Wait for the next spawn.
So are we gonna tell them how we gonna troll, or we gonna let that be a secret?
Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do.
We let them see us troll.
We let them watch us do it. Let's see if they figure it out. They can ask us different questions in the comments, and we're gonna see who can pinpoint exactly what we are doing while we're trolling and catching these fish.
Y'all heard it from the horses now. By the way, that was Professor. Say what's up.
YouTube, Professor here talking to you. Sitting here discussing different things about how we're gonna go about trolling. We got 15% of them boys hanging around in the truck with special guest Eddie Murphy.
Say what's up, E. What's up?
I ain't talking about Charlie, brother.
Wizard, tell him what's up, bro.
What's up, YouTube?
Yeah, that's Crappie Wizard, also known as Cussing Mike. But you know, he said he's retired that mantle, and we're gonna honor that tradition. We're gonna retire that mantle. Right now, he's officially Crappie Wizard.
No more cussing Mike.
No more Cussing Mike. But y'all hanging out with me, man. We're gonna cut to a little of our weekend shenanigans up here in Athens, Georgia. But if you're hanging around to the end of this video, what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna show you guys how we got the boat set up for nighttime crappie fishing. I had some comments on my last video. A subscriber wanted to know how we had the boat, how we had our lights set up, and how long does it take for us to draw in bait fish. We're gonna do a 2-for-1. Well, this video, we're gonna show you how we got the boat set up, start to finish. But since we're not fishing tonight, next video, we're gonna show you exactly how long it takes to draw in some minnows. So if you would, staying out with us. And yeah, I don't ask this much, but I'm gonna ask you today. If you like this video, click that like button. And if you like it, share it. And if you share it, man, you might as well subscribe to the channel. Ain't that right, them boys?
That's what I'm talking about. Click that bell. Click that bell. Ding!
Yeah, man, you know, represent for DB Crappie Fishing and Outdoors. We'd greatly appreciate it, man. But until then, man, y'all hanging out, man, we're gonna have a good video, bro. Back at you in a minute. Peace. Hey, Swift! Hey, Swift!
Alright guys, you gotta keep moving through. Keep moving through.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy again, Yarvo, aka Django 3000 with DB CRAPPIE Fishing Outdoors. Like I said before earlier in the video, this is the portion of the video where I show you my boat setup, mainly because we had some subscribers ask, could you please show us how you got your boat, your light setup in particular, and how long does it generally take for your bait fish to come in after you turn your lights on? Well, I can't show you that portion of the video today because actually I'm not fishing. Like I say earlier, we're not going fishing because of the full moon. We're actually going next weekend. But I will show you how I have my lights set up. And to go a step further, I'll let you see how I'm rigged up for nighttime crappie fishing tight line. So if you would, just hanging out with me, man, as I get out the truck and make my way over there to my boat so I can show you what's going on. 1 second. All right, here we go. This is my boat right here, CK2. CK means crappie killer number 2. Crappie killer number 1, I don't know if you can see her back there. That's what started that. The whole phenomenon right there, if you can see it. Yes, sir. If you get on that boat right now, you gonna catch some crappie, I promise you. Well, that's CK1 back there. This is my pride and joy, CK2. And if you guys have never seen any of my videos, this is the boat that I actually fish on. I fish the front portion of the boat. Most of my guests fish the back. But as you can see, I got my rods mounted to the front and I'm pushing. I got it set up for pushing, rather. I'm using look like 18-inch drift masters with the round T-bar. The round T-bar is so I can adjust the rod holders, you know, tilt it up and down. You know, it's pretty much as high as they're gonna go, but I can control the depth of my rod tilt by tilting these rod holders up and down. My lights that I use 3-way LED lights. These are 27-watt lights. And man, when I tell you, you only need one of these lights on the front of your boat. I actually run 2 though. That may be the reason why I'm so successful, but the reason why you only need one if you can see this, these these LEDs catch light from the front and from both sides of the light itself. So I got 180 degrees worth of light out there. So by the time these two, you know, they come together in front of my boat, man, I tell you, I got nothing but light shining down on my water. And they are so bright that it only takes a few minutes to draw the bait fish in the way I want. I got, this actually goes up like this. One of my screws came out. I had a wing nut on it. The wing nut came out, so the boat came out with it. That's why that one's hanging down like that. But those are the lights that I actually have on my boat. I got them rigged up with, I don't have them on a switch. What I do have is I got wire connectors. I got one, the two off the lights when I get ready to fish at night. I guess this is the other one here. I just plug them in. Stay with me, I'm using one hand. I plug them in. I guess I can get it in now. Hold up a second. And that's what I'm working with. As you can see, I got light on both sides of that. So I got actually 3 beams that's coming out in a 80-degree perimeter around my boat. 180 degrees, but I actually got 2 of them, so I just show you how bright it is on the front of my boat. But that's all I got, man. And I don't drop a green light in the water. That, in my opinion, is just too much light, man. And if you're running LEDs off the front of your boat and you're dropping a green light, man, you're really just wasting your time because it's too much light. Fish, the crappie, they need to be able to attack from cover, from the darkness. They use that darkness as a ambushing point. So a lot of times we tell you guys we fish outside the light. That's what we're talking about. We're fishing just outside the circumference of the light beam on the water. So that's what we're doing. The gear, on the other hand, I'm gonna come back to you. If you give me just a second, I'm gonna cut to that video. But I'm gonna show you how I rig up for nighttime crappie fishing using my whooping sticks. If you don't know what those are, I put a video out there telling you where you can purchase them, so you can see these magic sticks I use out here on Lake Oconee and other various places. But stay with me 1 second. I'll be right back with you just to show you my my setup. Right, what's up, YouTube? I'm back with you, man. Like I was talking about before, I want to show you guys my setup that we tight line fish with. I have a 10-foot Cabela whooping stick. Whooping spelled like whooping, W-H-U-P-P-I-N. Great rod, 24 bucks, Cabela.com. Great crappie fishing rod slash catfish slash bass rod. It actually translates perfectly between all 3 of those fish species. I use this 10-foot rod to do primarily all my night fishing. I use it coupled with 6-pound Mr. Crappie fishing line. High visibility. High vis at night under the lights, but invisible in the water. Great line to use. Lightweight. Crappie will not hit a heavy line. If you don't believe me, rig up with 20-pound test line and see how many crappies you catch with it. None, I promise you. Well, I use that as my primary weapons, but my rig is quite simple, quite easy. In my opinion, the best rig you're gonna use for tight line crappie fishing, especially at night. I start out with no smaller than a 1/4 ounce egg sinker. And you can buy any kind of sinker, but I like these egg sinkers. They like frictionless in water. You know what I'm saying? When the water is moving, it doesn't have any flat surfaces on it that the water can catch easily. But I start out with no less than a 1/4 size sinker. I use this primarily because, you know, it holds your line tight in the water and it keeps it still in choppy water. When the water's choppy at night, it keeps the line tight and you don't have that much movement on your bait. It keeps that bait down right where it needs to be. And when the water's real choppy, it doesn't affect your bait to the extent where you getting hung up, your hooks getting hung up on your weight, like a lot of times when you use split shots. This is actually, in my opinion, just a better weight to use. I follow that up with a rubber bobber stopper. If you can see that, that's what I use right there. Why do I use these? Quite frankly, you use a rubber bobber stopper behind your egg sinker, and it serves the purpose for not using a swivel. You can move this weight, you can use this weight up and down as needed. See, I can move it up. All I have to do is move that rubber bobber stopper, and I change the position of my egg sinker. Then you tie a hook on the end. Most of the time, I'm using red number 2 Mr. Crappie hooks. Red, just my personal preference. I believe that these red hooks draw more hits from crappie. Don't know why, just my opinion. I've caught a lot of crappie and I catch more with the red hooks versus galvanized hook, gold hooks, whatever you want to call them. I catch more crappie with these type hooks. But like I say, you use your egg sinker coupled with your rubber bobber stop. There's no need to use a swivel. And a lot of times if you get hung on debris, get hung on a brush pile, your hook is the first thing that breaks off. So a lot of times when your hook breaks off, you still got your bobber stop on it and your weight. Just a great setup. And then a lot of times when I'm trolling, I use the exact same setup, except under this weight right here, I tie off a foot and a half off that. I tie 1/8 ounce jig head, and then I either go off another foot and a half off that one and tie another 8 ounce jig head, or either just put a hook on the bottom with a minnow. So a lot of times when I'm trolling with a minnow and a jig. But that's how I fish at night, and I catch a lot of fish this way. You know, I don't know how the other guys, they set up their rods, but this primarily is how I set up every rod that I fish. When I tight line, I never really run doubles. I tried running doubles, but one is cumbersome because a lot of times when you get hit with a double, the hooks, they always seem to jumble up with each other, man. Or, you know, the jig, a lot of times, if it doesn't attract fish, it scares the fish off. Because you either get hits on the jig, or you won't get hits at all on that rod, on that particular rod. So that's how I set up my rod for tight line fishing. And like I said, this is the exact same setup for trolling as well. A lot of times, when I troll though, that sinker is gonna be 3/4 ounces. I use real heavy weight when I troll, either in the spring or fall. So with that being said, if you guys like this information, you like this video, man, hit that like button, or, you know, better yet, share it and subscribe to our channel, because, you know, we need all the support we can get, and we love hearing what you guys have to say, you know what I'm saying? So until that next time, man, y'all holler back at your boys. DB Crappie Fishing Outdoors, man. We out of here. Peace.